We developed the Confusion to Clarity 3 Steps to Master Graphing asynchronous mini course. This was developed over years of different questions that we were getting from teachers all over the country about, I need more help on like how to make the graphs, or like, what really is a bubble chart, Kristen, and when should I be using it with my students? So in this course, you'll learn the what of each of those 14 common graph types that I was showing earlier, like what the heck are they? Why are those 14 on the list? We'll also jump into like when and why to use each of them, because they're on the list for a reason and they clearly have places in our curriculum, elementary through high school, social studies, science, and math, and how to make them to set you up for more success to teach data visualizations to your students. So you can clearly increase your confidence in knowing what each visualization type is. So when they ask, you have an answer, and why to use them, like what's the purpose of each of them, getting at that step one of like, there's a purpose for each and we should be mindful of that. You'll be able to clearly articulate when you would or could use each into your existing curriculum. And you'll be able to practice clearly mastering how to make each of these. And we do this in freely available software. So we talk about it through Google Sheets and CodeApp. We recognize that you might be using other graphing software out there, so we mention a bunch of those as well, but we wanted to ground this in what is freely available. Freely in quotes, because your school district actually pays for Google Sheets, but it basically shows up to you for free. And so we like put it in there because so many people that we work with. And actually, to be honest, everything that you do in Google Sheets now can be done in Excel as well. They have massively converged over time. How do we do this? Well, it's packed into 3 modules. Module 1, unpack the what of the K-12 visualization types. Module 2, uncover why and when to use each visualization type. And module 3, master how to make each type. Now, I want to say this is K-12, or actually really sort of grades 4 through 10 that we really focus on. But that doesn't, we nugget it down into those different grade bands, recognizing that like depending on what grade level you teach is what you're looking for. So it's all together in the course, but you can drive, sort of choose your own adventure depending on the age of students that you work with. So all of the content and the material and the ideas and the checklists and the resources is a value of over $397, but you get more because we just really want to make things easier for you. So, because also a big component of being able to successfully make visualizations is how the data are organized. It is the biggest hurdle and hiccup when it comes to Google Sheets, is that the data are organized differently in Google Sheets than what Google Sheets is, and then what Google Sheets is using to guess what graph type you're using. I didn't say that very clearly, but data organization is really key, that organization and structure. So we put together a cheat sheet of how to sort of the quick and dirty, like how to do this, how to get your hands around it, and for your students. And this is where I want to pause and say, like, I am not special. I just get really excited about finding better ways for all of us to be able to do the things that we are doing more easily and to be able to share it with one another. And this is why I'm so excited to be able to share these lessons learned that I've had to bumble through, that we've supported teachers through as they were working through it, and we've condensed it all into this one mini course. We also know that while those 14 visualization types are the most common and the core of what we need all of our students to learn, there are others that either our students should learn or that we see a lot in assessment data as the data is coming to us, like from our district, or we're being asked to look at it, or different things like that. So we put in a bonus for these 3 other data visualization types on how to make sense of them. And you might be thinking, no, what if this isn't actually what I'm hoping it will be? And we will say, we got you, don't worry. We got a 72-hour money back guarantee. So if you jump in and you're checking it out and it's just like not hitting the mark of what you're looking for to make things easier for you, just let us know and we'll gladly give you a refund. So the 4-hour self-paced course, those 2 bonuses, data organization structure cheat sheet, the 3 bonus visualization types, how-to guide, the 72-hour satisfaction guarantee, and you get lifetime access to all the material in the course. So when we update it, which we do pretty typically annually, like you get all of that updated material just right to you in the course. So all of that together is a value of over $490, and that is just bonkers to pay out of our pocket. So we have distilled it down to just be $80 for the course. Money is really important, 100%, but time is also really important. So we worked really hard to think about how do we put this together in concise, manageable, bite-sized chunks that you can do at your own pace, but that you can accomplish within 4 hours, because who has hours and hours and hours of extra time? If you do, please let us know. We would love to learn your skill, your magic, your trick for that. But so we really carefully thought about how to pull this down to be doable within 4 hours. So this is the website to go access the course, www.dataspire.org/master graphing course. You can do 2 payments of $45 or 1 payment of $80. And if you jump in today, get the fast action bonus. I always get tripped up on that, which is what I talked about at the beginning, which is this graph type by grade level reference guide. So that is there waiting for you when you jump in. Super excited. Again, the URL is www.dataspire.org/master graphing course.